Well, exciting news here. We have decided to launch a new segment on RFL, and it's called, appropriately enough, Lie of the Day. Now, if you haven't guessed it, it is about one special person, the Commander-in-Chief, Donald J. Trump. Now, the good news is we will never, ever run out of content to fill the segment. He's told well over 20,000 lies and counting. That, according to the fact checkers at the Washington Post. 20,000 lies and counting. Now, the bad news is he keeps lying, and we have to try and separate fact from fiction on a regular basis. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick things off with the topic that he's told the most lies about, COVID. And for that, I bring in RFL's executive producer, Larry Epstein.
Thanks, Rich. He's lied about the virus itself. It's going to go away. He mentioned drinking Lysol maybe as a solution. That's not really a lie, but it's so ridiculous I had to mention it. About the Obama administration, everything. Just take a listen. Here's a small sample.
You have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero. We're going down, not up.
The Obama administration made a decision on testing that turned out to be very detrimental to what we're doing, and we undid that decision.
I think, importantly, anybody right now and yesterday, anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there. They have the tests, and the tests are beautiful. Anybody that needs a test gets a test.
I think it's sporadic. As I talk to my colleagues around the country, certainly there are pockets of areas where PPE is not ideal.
Sporadic for you, but not sporadic for a lot of other people.
Oh, no, I agree, Mr. President.
That last part is unbelievable because the nurse is telling him flat out, we have a problem with the personal protective equipment. And he says, no, you don't. And she goes, okay, no, we don't. She's a nurse.
Listen, earlier this hour, we talked to the former head of Medicare and Medicaid. And I thought, Larry, he was palpably scared about the fact that the CDC, the FDA, they're being pressured by the president into saying things that science and medicine don't support. And I understand why the people out there are saying, well, wait a minute, if we get a vaccine, should I trust it? And I'm the biggest anti-vaxxer that there is, but I understand reticence from some and how it could carry over. This is dangerous, but more broadly about lies, I thought maybe the biggest indictment came from his own flesh and blood.
Yeah, and roll it, Ralph.
This goddamn tweet and the lying. Oh my God, I'm talking too freely, but you know, the change of stories, the lack of preparation, the lying, the holy.
That sound was from Marianne Trump. She's his sister. Federal judge formerly. You cannot make up, Larry, your own family member saying you lie like you breathe. He's making it all up. I can get into all of the things that she says has been a lie about his biography, but even his own family says, what sucker would believe what he says?
I know, a respected federal judge, even Trump has spoke very highly of her, and flat out she said that he's a liar. It's actually kind of sad. It's one of those laugh to stop from crying situations.
You know, and there's so many things you've pointed out here. You have everything from, we saw the hurricane recently. Well, before that, remember with the Sharpie gate about covering up where the hurricane actually went to, or about windmills causing cancer, or
Abe Lincoln's poll numbers. They didn't even have polls in the 19th century, but he said he polled higher. We have that tweet, which we'll show you too.
Okay, and so what we're going to do going forward on this idea of a segment that I credit Larry is, you know, we laugh about this stuff, but there are people who believe it. There are people who make decisions based off these lies, and we'll take all the politics out of it. We'll just tell you what's fact and what's fiction. So today, obviously, we kick off with the biggest lie of all, that is COVID. We're all living through it, but in the days and weeks to come, we're going to be giving more, and unfortunately, as I said, there'll be no shortage to choose from. Larry, thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
All right, everyone, we'll be right back to wrap things up.